Hello, I'm Danielle Chauvet, and this is Knitting Nicely. Welcome back. So today we are going to learn how to do a 111 LC. That's a 3-stitch cable that moves the leftmost stitch over the top of the rightmost stitch, but also leaves a purl stitch in the middle. So that sounds complicated, and actually there are 2 steps involved for when you are knitting without a cable needle. So here we go. First, I'm going to do a couple of edge stitches, which are just knits, and then I'm going to knit one more to get to the 3 stitches that I'm going to be crossing over each other. So the left stitch is going to cross over the right stitch. So I need to put my needle into the furthermost left stitch, move all 3 stitches off my left needle, and then insert them back in. And then I'm going to knit through the back of that stitch that used to be on the left. Now I need to change these 2 stitches around. So I pull them both off and switch them around, and then I'm going to purl through the first one and knit through the second one. Now if you look at the back of this, you can see that the purl stitch, the reverse of a purl stitch is knit, and you can see that going up nice and neatly across the back. Now I'm going to slow it way down so that we can actually really see what we're doing. Okay, so the first thing to do is we're going to move that left stitch over to the right. So we got to put our right needle through the leftmost stitch, pull all 3 stitches off, and then insert your left needle right back into the 2 right stitches, and then pull that left stitch over and back on to the left needle, and then go ahead and knit through the back of that one. And then we're going to have to switch those last 2 stitches around too. So we're going to put our right needle from the back side through the leftmost stitch now, pull both of those stitches off, and then put your left needle back into the right stitch and pull the left stitch from the back. And then you're going to put that back onto your left needle. Then you're going to move your yarn in front and then purl through that stitch, because that's the purl stitch that we're going to leave in the center of it. And then you'll knit through the back of the last stitch. That's how you do a 111 LC with twisted stitches on either side. Okay, so let's watch that again in slow time just so we can see it really closely. All right, so we've got 3 stitches here, and we're going to be moving the left stitch over the top of the right stitch, this one. So put your right needle in the left stitch, pull all 3 off your left needle, and then put your left needle back into the first 2 stitches, and stretch the left stitch over the top and back onto your left needle. Then knit right through the back of that one. That twists the stitch. Now we need to move these 2 stitches because they're in the wrong position. So put your right hand needle from the back through the leftmost stitch, then pull both of them off your left needle, and then put the right stitch back on your left needle, and then put the stitch that used to be on the left back onto your left needle. And then that's the one that we're going to keep as a purl in the center, so we need to purl through it. And then we're going to knit through the back of the last stitch so that we twist that one as well. 111 LC with twisted stitches on either side. And then we just knit through the rest of the stitches according to our pattern. So here you can see that those stitches go over the top of the other one. See here, you can see the left stitch goes over the top of the right stitch, and here as well, but there's a purl stitch in the middle. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please hit the like button, and if you would like to continue to get videos from Knitting Nicely, please subscribe. Happy knitting!